We up here at Fort Powell, man. We up here at Fort Powell. Man, look, I used to work right here. Right off base at the Mickey D's. Man, I was hustling, bitch. I get off the work. Here, but change it to my little uniform and shit. I come up here and flip patties, man. They had me on the grill for real. I ain't gonna lie. Used to work at this bitch, man. I was working hard than the bitch try to take care of all them kids. My ex-wife had left me. I had my step-kid. I had my kid. And I was like, man. Talking about down bad. Yeah, let me get a McDouble and a fry.
Huh?
A McDouble and a fry.
McDouble and a fry?
Yeah.
What size fry?
A medium.
A band?
And a Sprite Berry Blast.
What size?
Medium. I really ain't hungry. Yeah, that's all. I really ain't hungry. I'm just getting this shit to go back down through there. I don't know how I did that shit. Cause I go run 4 miles every day. I was religious, and then I come up here. I come up here after I run. I got off of work at the other job. I come up here at the military. I go run. I come up here. Shit, nigga. And then I go do that pipeline addiction all night. I can't. If I hit him, I'm gonna tell him you told me to scoot up too. You got the money. When I used to work out, I had no money.
I'm only working for fun,
I used to get off of I get off of work on base. I come up here and work. Broke in a bitch. I'm talking about broke. What kind of car you got? You talking about you got the money? What kind of car you got? Where you moving to? Oh, okay. What you gonna do up there? I'm trying to see you. I'm just trying to see something. Man, I'm Louisiana girl, boy. Nah, I used to come up here. After work, nigga. I don't know how I did this shit. I don't know how I done this shit. I used to sit there, be eating like a motherfucker back down that grill. Shit, I be grubbing like a motherfucker. I hope they don't have me waiting over here. I don't want to wait. I've been waiting already. I had to wait at the front gate. Yeah, man, I came up here, man. We in Louisiana right now. I was gonna talk to y'all about some of them books we've been reading lately. Heru Boutique. That one was some serious pressure. I was trying to get away from the normal Osiris and Ra and Isis and Heru type stuff, but it seems like the Egyptology all has that same. It doesn't get too far away from that, and it talked about different wars or battles between Heru because they said the king of Egypt is always called Ra, Osiris, or Heru or something like that. I think it was Heru. The king of Egypt is always called Heru because they had different battles between Heru and the crocodile Set. And they all had Heru something battle Set, Heru something else battle Set, Heru, like they always had like a Heru Butet. Man, who's in the girl?
Can you pull up behind number 2? Why?
No, I'm trying to get the fuck up out of here. I told her no, I can't. Oh yeah, so it had different Herus, right? So those different kings, I don't know if they were all under the same dynasty in Kemet or were they different dynasties. But the Herus will always beat Set and then take Set as a prisoner, or if he was slain, they would drag him back to the other Heru, Ra and Isis every time. And people always try to compare American history from antiquity to
Here you go. Thank you. Yeah, every day.
you too.
Great night.
To American or Native American or Mesoamerican mythology, right? And maybe those battles are in there. I haven't really searched for them, but I really don't see an elaborate type of log of Heru's battles with Set when I just skipped on them. Like I skipped through the pages before I found that one. They done built a hotel over here with a little Quinta. Man, bro, this shit take you back down through there. Now these are back streets. Me and my partner from Compton, my partner from LA, he from Compton. Me and him used to be back over here on these back streets and shit. Type shit for real. Saying doing the most for real. And I had my little Creole little chick. Damn, that was me and my ex used to stay back off in there, nigga, right down through there. Yup, back down through there. So anyway, I tried to get out here with some daylight still, but I made it before my birthday. That was most importantly. I wanted to come out here before my birthday. They done opened up the recruitment age to 42. So tomorrow, I'm supposed to turn 43. If God bless me to see that day tomorrow, I'll be 43. So I wanted to come out here and, you know what I'm saying, type shit. What's some shit, you know. But I was saying, so I posted the Negro Folktales of America with it because they have a certain type of dialogue between the Christ figure, Heru, or the alligator Set. You talking about Uncle Remus? They got like you can hear the alligator talking back to him sometimes. And also, what's interesting is when you get to the Negro American folk tales, you see where the alligator or the crocodile Set shows how he kept staying in existence because sometimes he overcame Brother Rabbit, and he had other dealings with like Brother Bear. Different other animals, and so you kind of see more how, like, when you get to Egyptology, you be like, well, if they keep battling this crocodile Set, you know, maybe Set winning sometimes, or maybe Set is surviving, you know. And you get to the when people always try to compare American history from antiquity to Egypt history, you get elaborate dialogue. Even though it's in some type of humor, you still get these symbolic historical battles between these heroic figures or these Christ figures and these alligators, or if you want to put it in the Egyptian terminology, Set, the crocodile. And you get a certain type of knowledge and perspective of it when you do the comparison as well. I posted Miami of the Congo, which was Queen Gumby's wife, Queen Gumby's lost daughter from the Congo, and how I put that up there with the whole type of 4 or 5 videos, because even though she wasn't the alligator or crocodile, it had that same type of, drama between the female and the man she supposed to been to, but she didn't want to do what she supposed to been doing, and she did her own thing. And as well as her being like in the water and stuff like that, her connection with the water. So I was amazed to see how the Negro American folktales matched up with that Egyptian mythology, Heru Butet, how they all go like they shit. Like people be saying like that shit all the same shit type shit. And it was real powerful, you know what I'm saying, to put that with the little videos I got up there for my birthday. It was really powerful how it all came together like that. And them laws always be pulling people over right here. Them laws be bad right here on 71, man, 171. Them laws be bad over there. This used to be the spot, the little club right here. It looked like they changed the name to it, but they used to be the spot. They used to be the spot over there. They still in that bitch lit. Okay. There go the Mo. There go the Mo. So we did some other stuff. I did the one Geiger, which was it had that one with the little Buffalo Soldier dude, and how he be doing time traveling shit, and and what that was all about. Reading into it, we see that one went to go back in time to help the other one, and the one that actually had the technology and these type of UFOs beaming down tanks and weapons and guns, and it just be like beamed down from outer space to the earth where they was at, was the old Buffalo Soldier dude. He the one that had the technology, but the other dude had like supernatural powers and supernatural abilities and stuff. He would like catch on nuclear green fire and shit. He get real hot and he can just touch you and burn you up. But it talked about in there in the comic book how he had to get charged up by the female. I guess the scientists had done some kind of experiment or something, and he was basically like he was just like unactivated, and then they had to bring the female there so he can get the energy from the female. So once all that had happened, oh, that was my turn right there. Once he got the energy from the female, he just went like, he went ballistic. They thought like, they were saying like maybe he took too much power. He usurped too much power from her, and He like basically had like a bad like radio explosive type shit going on because oh shit, I don't think I can get no gas because he was just raw off of her source of energy. He was just disconnected from her, and he just, when he activated, he was so supercharged that he just went completely like just explosive. And he had went to another place in the world when he activated. He exploded and shot out somewhere. And the female, she had just went and did her own thing. She was just going around with her superpowers and just fucking up stuff. They had these big old insects and what's that? Hold up. So like I was saying, well, he had shot off to somewhere else on Earth, and he was like try to find out what had happened, like what he had got going on. But the female, she went straight to like, she was just like already doing her thing, like messing up these big old insect alien looking things. And then she came across some kids, and she had like started helping them kids, and they were like, well, they were coming and vibing with her, and she was like, I'm not here to protect you, I'm here to teach you how to protect yourself. So she trained them up and stuff, and they had their own little camp, like it's some like abandoned like post Armageddon like type neighborhood like in the city area, and she had left them. And that's when the dude Geiger, the book about, came through there with the Buffalo Soldier. And that's when them kids would start busting at him and shooting bazooka rockets and machine guns and stuff at them. And they were like, oh, snap, you can, like, you got that green nuclear fire like the female did that trained us. And they was like, where's she at? We need to know where she at. He was like, hold on. He was like, they were like, oh, she already gone. She had trained us how to do this shit, and she left us. He was like, okay, we gotta track her down, type shit. But then, the Buffalo Soldier dude that went back to help Geiger, he was like a fallen angel type dude, because he was telling him, Geiger was telling him, oh, you can change the time, you can make the world stop and stuff. You stopped the world with the Civil War, it went bad, and you had time travel to help that, and now you telling me that you can change the time and change the events that had happened here after this armored, post apocalyptic situation happened on Earth. And he was like, would you think you an angel? And the dude was like, well, shit, that's what you want to call me, an angel, I guess I'm an angel. That's what the Buffalo Soldier told him, like, well, if you want to call me an angel, because army tanks and guns and stuff just started, like, he can, like, go to his watch and push a button, and then, like, whatever they need will just been beamed down, like Call of Duty. Like, you can call in, like, a kill streak or, like, some kind of special ability with the helicopter, or they'll drop some equipment out the sky or something. That's what he could do. Like, he just look on his watch and push a button and stuff would just fall out the sky. Whatever they needed, just like on the Call of Duty video game. So, the Buffalo dude was always making sure they had the equipment and stuff they needed, but Geiger himself was like a superhero. Like, he had special powers and shit. Like, he can catch nuclear fire and just burn you up. And that was a real good comic book read, because it had the whole skeleton face on there with the, all that other stuff, and and it was about Geiger, like, he was going crazy because he had lost his family, his wife and his kids and stuff. So he was like, I got the superpower ability. So they had these women that was locked in these cages too. They were showing in the comic book these pictures, women in these cages, and they were supposed to go around and be helping these people going through this stuff, because after this post-apocalyptic event had taken place on Earth, like, it was like everybody was gone. It was still some people there, but some of the people there still was like doing like some crazy wicked stuff, like, type stuff, like, and he was like, going around and try to help them people and stuff. So it was a real good book read. It was much better than I thought it was gonna be, because at the end, the Buffalo Soldier dude that could time travel, he was kind of like alley-hoop for real. And he had kept his promise. He had told him, like, man, I can change this stuff. This stuff ain't gotta happen like this. I can change the time back to a different dimension where you got back with your family. And I can change this reality and put you back with your family, and you be happy. And the dude, like, he couldn't believe that stuff could be so real. So he ended up really helping that dude Geiger, even though he had these superpower and special abilities. He was able to help him with his technology and his type of technology type of abilities, right? And at the end of the comic book, Geiger back with his family and kids and stuff. And they asked his wife, was like, man, you back already so soon? you're already back? So it's like the Buffalo Soldier dude had shifted the time and stuff to be like, he got back to him in their reality faster than they thought that he was going to be able to go do whatever he was doing. And his wife was just like real shocked when he came back at the end of the comic, like, man, you already back? And he was just so like flabbergasted to realize that the Buffalo Soldier dude had kept his promise, and he did help him get back to his family. So it was just so bizarre and extreme on so many different aspects to where it's one of my favorite comic book reads. It's really like another more realistic version of Alley Hoop for real. And yeah, man, I think it was definitely some pressure, something that was needed to put along with the stuff I'm putting out right now for my little birthday series. I'm trying to put some pressure down, and then I'm gonna put some damn regular shit after this. After this weekend, I'm gonna go back to mixing up a bunch of different, Japan, Korea, England, just put, get the variety aspect of it back on point. And I read something else. What else I had read? I read the Geiger one, the Egyptian one. I can't think of the last one I done before that. I only did one of them because I almost did one every day. I didn't do one Friday yesterday because I was like, shit, I really ain't gonna put no more with it. I thought about doing the mythology of the 5 sons from the Aztec mythology to put with it, but I can do it later next week to go with the Egyptian Sirius rising type shit they got going on with the Egyptology. Just put all that shit together like everybody say that shit go hand in hand. Put all that shit together like that, so I can do that. Man, them laws be lurking, boy. Them laws always been bad over here. Them hoes would just sit on the side of the highway and wait for you. Right off base. Them hoes would sit right there and wait for you to come off base. I mean, it's like people talk, they really, like, Fort Polk got a bad reputation. And how people talked about it, before I came down here, I knew I was getting stationed here, I was asking people about it. Some people didn't even never heard of it, but some people that heard of it, they were like, oh, you finna be in a little small country area, ain't nothing out there, this and that. You should have went to Fort Hood. That right there by my house. I was like, I definitely won't go back home. Georgia, anywhere besides Fort Polk. And I was like, shit, I like a little country, little vibe, ain't shit to do for real. But I be so lit by myself, my nigga, I don't need, really, they just gonna make a nigga get in trouble for real. I really don't need no shit going on around me for real. And sure enough, I got out here, I really never got in trouble. Unless a female would call the laws on me, some domestic shit. But I really didn't have no problem with the law. I was speeding, I had a badass Camaro Z28. I got speeding tickets and shit. Be racist and shit. But, yeah, man, I've been putting out some real serious shit, man. And I know y'all fucking with it. I see a lot of people doing videos talking about the stuff I'm talking about on the book reads I'm doing. Hey, that's why when I deliver it, that's why when I bring it to y'all, I do it like I do it so y'all can do it like that. I bring y'all that shit uncut. I don't talk and explain nothing. I introduce the author, the book, the print company that's producing the book, the company that push it out. Tell you what page we on, read it to the end. In the video with a little music playing with no explanation, because it's for y'all to chop it up and break it down, and you know what I'm saying, do what y'all do with it. That's why I do it like that, my nigga, for real. And even when I do these ciphers here, I really still don't get into too much like opinionated type of bias, type of explanation of it, because I'm in the business of putting that shit out raw and letting y'all do that for real. And really want to get it on a more professional level, but you know what I'm saying? I like putting that shit out for y'all to fuck with it for real. I like doing it like that, man. So like I say, I'm gonna do the 5 sons from the Aztec mythology next week. I don't know what else we gonna do. I still got them new books with the mermaid and the water and all that. I still got some new books. I only read like 1 or 2 things of them, so I still got a lot of shit that I already know I gotta put out. You know what I'm saying? I still got a lot of it. And you know, I guess this kind of show y'all the method to the madness. So my thing is, like I say, the variety. So it's like, I know I got some shit I want to do, but I gotta make sure it still stay in the rotation to where it's not all like unbalanced from one continent or one type of culture of people. It's mixed with different. So that's kind of like some of the hard part of like the stress that I have, and make sure that it stay mixed in, because I could just get into reading everything I want to read, but it's gonna be not what I want it to be. I like some bland, nothing, not that important type of mythology or folklore type from different cultures, because if that's what they got, that's what they got. But I want to make sure that we get everybody's input on their cultures from the times of antiquity, right? So that's some of the stress I have, is like being patient, not to just drop everything out and mix some other shit in. It be bothering me, because I be knowing what I definitely want to read. I be knowing sometimes I put a reading off for like 2 or 3 months. I be like, this go good for Christmas, or this go good during the month of Halloween, or Juneteenth, this will be fire. And that be irking my nerves for real. Cause I be like, man, wait till they hear this shit. Right? And then I be wanting to learn it, because I just read into it, see what they talking about, see little key words. I be like, damn, I want to read on that. I'm going to learn about some shit about that. I've been hearing about that. And I just be holding up, because I don't like reading it before I read it with y'all, man. It don't hit right. And it be more complicated like that, because if I gotta change like the type of pronunciation of the words for different type of male or female characters or different cultures, you know, I gotta be quick with it. And sometimes I be barely missing it, or I keep on speaking it and it already stopped talking it, and it's just some type of, what they call it, a narration of what's going on, and I'm still using that type of accent or whatever. And it happens sometimes, not that much, but it be complicated just to put it out and read it at the same time, and don't go ahead and read into it and know, you know, where to switch up and how to change the voices and you know, all that shit. Yeah, man, we putting out number pressure though. Number pressure. I hope y'all fucking with it. It's my little birthday run with the shit. I ain't gonna do nothing tomorrow. I'ma be, I don't know, celebrating my birthday. But really in a couple of hours, I'm gonna be in Houston. Really by time my birthday, so I'll be in Houston. But anyway, man, I was just letting y'all know, man, we out here in Fort Polk. Heading back to the crib, man. Heading back to Texas, out here in Fort Park, Louisiana. Heading back to the crib, man, and y'all fuck with it. Oh yeah, thank you for my birthday wishes ahead of time. I always get a lot of people that wish me happy birthday, so I'm gonna tell y'all now, cause I don't want to go back and click like and love on all y'all comments. So since y'all paying a little attention to this shit, I know y'all gonna hear this shit. Thank y'all right now ahead of time, because I'll be doing videos and shit, so I get more likes and love for people than somebody that's just on social media and their birthday pop up and people click on it and like it. Since I'm doing these book reads, a lot of people send a lot of love, so I'm just telling everybody ahead of time, because I ain't gonna go through all that. I'm gonna put my phone on Don't Disturb tomorrow, so I ain't gotta hear it going off or see all the alerts popping up on my shit. But I appreciate y'all. Like I say, man, I do this because, you know, people try to tell y'all something about me and they tell y'all this and that, and it be some hating ass shit, right? They do the same thing to y'all. Like, they tell me I cast my jewels, this knowledge, these book reads, I'm a swan. These people not worthy of having this, hold on. Y'all not worthy of having this information. And even other aspects of my life, if people try to say I think I'm better than somebody, I don't know how. I put all my bad out there with my good. If I try to brag about something, I'll be letting y'all know what really be going on. I be damn bad sometimes. Like, so even at that, if that's the way they want to play it, like, shit, that because I think women are special and they want men that's worthy and they got quality and they've been investing in themselves and in their life, and, you know, trying to produce an environment where a woman be happy and comfortable with what he has established as a man, right? So even if, you know, you want to look at it like, I think I'm all that, it's like, well, he's just trying to entertain the company of a woman to see that he's been, you know, it ain't nothing like he going around and, you know, carrying on and there's no logic reasoning to it. It's like that's what's going on for real with it. And damn, Jeep ain't got no car, but they got a badass car lot. That's crazy. Yeah. So yeah, man, I put this shit down so y'all will be entertained. I really do. And I was starting to get people's attention with these book reads and stuff. And I guess you could say I brag about having more pressure than everybody else with their podcast, the type of shit I be reading and doing. But it ain't like that. It's like that's how you pop your shit to let somebody know you got some fire, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really to down nobody or brag like that. It's like, man, y'all come fuck with my channel. Come fuck with the shit I got going on type shit. It ain't no shit like... Because if it was like this, somebody could be like, man, I got so many more subscribers, so many more views, and I make so much more money than you, and the shit I be dropping obviously be some pressure. Cause look at, like, so it ain't nothing like that, cause that'd be like delusional. I'm coming like, when I say my shit fire and better everybody else shit, it's like for like some shit to where I ain't on no contract or I ain't got the professional get up with it. It's like, man, look, for this shit to be raw like this, man, this some serious shit for real. For the level I'm functioning on with it, this some serious shit. And, you know what I'm saying? That's all that shit about, man. That shit ain't about no... But, like, I'm starting to see now, because I'm putting a lot of good quality stuff out, like, and they find something to pick at or hate or something I say or do. So I'm realizing the game to it. It's like, just understand that they gonna always find something to hate on you about. So I'm finally learning it. Like, I really did think I could start to put out a lot of quality shit and people chill out and just be cool and be happy with the shit I got. But I'm seeing like, now they always gonna be hating about something. And so I'm getting more, I guess it comes with the territory of opening people up to your life at a certain point, as well as putting shit on social media like I'm doing. Like some people just gonna hate just to hate, but some people gonna hate on you because they don't like it for real. And you just gonna have some stupid haters for real. They're just stupid. They just hating, and they know they like it, but they gotta hate because it's in them, the hate. And I'm just learning that shit like that now. And just, now I used to always go find something to read in a book to counteract some shit they were talking about. Like, what is you talking about? Because this what the ancients said about you trying to judge me or saying something about that. Let me read something to address that. And I was always, with that shit like that. And now I'm kind of just like, as well as just ignoring some people. I used to always just listen to people. Some people I don't even really click on their videos, and I hate that because I got so much from just watching different people. And to be honest, some of my favorite people be like some of the worst haters. And it's like, well, I realize what I'm doing now on social media, so let me understand, like, from this position I'm in now, like, I can't be worried about too much with nobody else on here talking about when I know what I'm doing with it. Like, I can't, you know what I'm saying? It's really gonna just expose certain people, and just not reacting to some things, man. That's really hard for me because when I come from a purpose age, my nigga, and then I've been in the military too and different shits, my nigga, like, it's like a part of growing up. When you get mature, you don't really be letting shit get up under your skin. You know what I'm saying? And I seen that on a sister social media video. She said, don't let those people get up under your skin. Like, I learned so much from watching y'all videos. Like, y'all be just like, y'all might watch my stuff and learn something. I'll watch y'all videos and learn something that ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Even though y'all entertain and y'all into the shit I'm talking about, I'm into y'all therapeutic and type of counseling type dialogue y'all have on y'all videos, and it helps me therapeutically to be like, you know what I'm saying, to be more social savvy, you know what I'm saying, and just be cool with shit and seeing how people rocking, how people coming. Cause y'all interact with a lot of people, so y'all be picking up a lot of different patterns that me, I really ain't gotta be around a lot of people. And y'all can just tell me some shit I might be throwed off about if I interact with it. And y'all pick up on that shit faster, and then y'all been to put a video out about it, and that helped me. And I be watching for shit like that versus, a lot of people I can't watch a lot of times that talk about folk tales and mythology and times of antiquity. A lot of people I can't even really, on the level that I'm functioning on, right, that I'm choosing to function on, because there's some stuff I just won't read. There's some other shit in there that's real deep, and I just won't read it. But even with that, like, I definitely rely on a lot of different other people's stuff for, like, the psychological aspect of consciousness and being woke versus the historical and knowledge base and all that kind of shit with it. I rely on y'all, you know what I'm saying? So, and shout out to homeboy, man, he got his page back, and He been back on. I seen his video yesterday, man. I was glad to see homeboy back up on him. For real. I was glad to see homeboy back up there. Man, I miss this little country ass little shit right through here, man. For real, I ain't gonna lie. I miss this little shit. It was the shit. Like, coming through here now, I realize how little I was way back then. I was ahead of my time. They still like, you know what I'm saying? I realized how I used to come through here. I used to be like, damn, I can't believe I was rocking like that in this little bit ass, little small little area. I'm talking about jumping. I had a bunch of shit going on down through here. Well, it's Saturday, everybody gone to Shreveport. Alexandria. They go to Alexandria and Shreveport on the weekend. Yeah, I miss this shit up here for real. I can move back up around this shit for real. I can chill around this shit. Cause you can hit a back street and be like in the country, and there's a bunch of like country roads and shit. So see, I'll go to they had a little juke joint. All the black folk go to this little hole in the wall little club, old school type little juke joint shit, real old school. You know what I'm saying? And I love black folks, and the city be over there. The soldiers really don't go to it. And I never really went in though, but I be in the parking lot going crazy. Out on Dub with the 15 booming, sunroof open, big body Lincoln. They got that shit in Dallas Fort Worth, the link back, booming. Yeah, that was the kind of shit I was into, like little shit like that. That's how I came up. My pappy, he used to go play in the juke joints in Austin, Texas. I was a little bitty kid at that bit. Little elementary kid at that bitch. Going over to New Orleans, but I ain't gonna go cause no problems with nobody. I don't wanna get on nobody's bad side on my birthday. I wanna go to New Orleans so bad. Got a little Cypher and shit too. Birthday. They never really went to New Orleans though. I never really heard them. When they come off base, they go to New Orleans. Now they that they was from Mississippi or Alabama or Florida, they'll go out towards New Orleans. They'll go out that way. You know what I'm saying? But if, you know, if they went from the southeast over there, from this point, they going up they really go up to Shreveport. They had a black club, they play rap music up there. And them soldiers always getting the shit up there, and they be fucking them people up there. They was in the military, and them niggas were playing with them, and them niggas, all different kind of niggas from different hoods all over this bitch be up there in Shreveport, and them niggas go up there being gangster and shit, and them niggas been some gangsters in the military from all over. And you know, whoop them niggas' ass, and that bitch start shooting it up. And they start telling them soldiers they can't go up there. But they still go up there though. So that's how the real niggas was getting in trouble with that. I think it was called Cocoa Pellets or some shit they called it. I can't think of the name of that. It was some shit like that though. It was like Cocoa Pebbles or Cocoa Palace. It was one of them. But like it really was a live ass club just for all Louisiana up there, come across from Texas up there. You know what I'm saying? It really was just a lit ass club for real. And them soldiers get up there, man, and been with some civilian motherfucker ass real bad, and them niggas went to playing with them, and them niggas had, you know what I'm saying, out there on that military shit. And them niggas from, you know what I'm saying, Houston or Cali or LA or something, New York or something, you know what I'm saying? This ain't no, where they tell you niggas green and shit, this ain't really what it is. You know what I'm saying? They been in that bitch and really, you know what I'm saying, act a fucking fool. And then some of them niggas, they would be 4 or 5 of them, and they partner from Miami, he from New York, his other partner from Houston. So it'd be like, it'd just be some problems for real. But them niggas kept going up there. They kept going up there. And people were getting, you know what I'm saying, like shit was going on, but you never really heard no soldier really getting the bad end of the stick with the shit. But shit be going on, and people get, you know, shit was going on. And they started telling me, y'all could going up there to that club. You niggas gonna be acting crazy up there. Y'all gonna be up there trying to tear shit up. Don't go up there. I didn't go because when I go up there, you know what I'm saying, I had some other shit going on, shit. When I went up there, I run up there with some other shit that was going on. And I come back down the base and I be chilling and shit. I run up there 20, 30 minutes, I'm already back out of town, heading back to base to chill, doing the shit I was doing. I wasn't gonna be up there in the mode and going to the club. I go get what the fuck I had to get, come right back up out of that bitch and come back on base, and then go back up there, and then, you know what I'm saying, come right on back on Sunday. After Sunday, I went back up there, you know what I'm saying, situated some shit, and came right on back down. You know what I'm saying, type shit. But I never really liked the Shreveport like that. But it did seem like they would have the best clubs though. But my shit was like I was moving different. I go down to Lake Charles where the damn casinos and shit at, and I wouldn't even go in there. I be riding on the damn bridge over that big ass lake. That bridge go like a mile high in the sky. You know, big old bridge open up for the ships and stuff to go up under. And I'll be cruising my shit with the sunroof open, booming, and just be cruising, chilling. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get chose type shit. I'll be way in a whole nother city. I go way the opposite way. Didn't nobody go to Lake Charles. That's where I was at. I was in Lake Charles. Alexandria cool, but I like to go down to the water. Alexandria, you gotta go north, and you gonna be up in upstate. You know what I'm saying? Lake Charles gonna take you down there to the water. You know what I'm saying? So I go down there by the water and shit. I'll pull up to the lake and shit. I'll pull up to the lake and chill. You know what I'm saying? I'll pull up there and, you know what I'm saying? Like that. But like I say, the money wasn't that good back then. So a lot of times I was just with my white homeboys right there, them little clubs right off base. Right there, them little clubs. Trying to see who gonna give me a free shot, cause they live in the barracks, so they got a little more money. I stay in the house and in the duplex and shit. I gotta pay bills and shit. I gotta buy food. They stay in the barracks. They get free, you know, lunch, breakfast, and dinner. They get free meals and shit. So I'm like, shit. They didn't have no car, so like I was like, well, shit, I'm gonna go get the ride. And, you know, I don't drink that much anyway. I get drunk off of one shot, one beer. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't no drink anyway. And they be like, shit, hell yeah, you gonna ride me up there? I'll buy some drinks and shit. So I go put it on my white partner. And shit, them boys be drinking all night. Shit, I be sitting there chilling with a little beer and shit. Faded. It was the good old days though, man, for real. I ain't gonna lie. I had some real good days in the military, man. Everybody talk about a lot of negative stuff of it. A lot of people don't understand why I be like holding my shit down, like I stay repping my shit like that. It's like, it wasn't all bad, my nigga. It wasn't all bad. And really the bad part, people get it confused and twisted with this shit going on with the VA. But that ain't got nothing to do with this shit. You know what I'm saying? And that when that shit get bad for real. Everything else was like, nigga, you on a military base. It ain't nothing to do but getting some understanding, my nigga, and straighten some shit out. That's what the fuck we fuck gonna hop on this plane and fly across the other side of the world to go do. What the fuck you mean we think we out here some bullshit going on? Like, nah, it ain't gonna go on too long. They gonna line that shit up out there on that military base. So, like, the bad shit was like, it ain't got nothing to do with the military, man. A lot of that shit was so... I would go back in that shit if I could, my nigga, but it be some politics, like, where the focus of the manpower and the war and shit is at right now. Like, is that the shit that we need to be focused on, or should we be focused on more stuff like here at home? You know what I'm saying? So it be shit like that. It kind of made me be like, nah. But when I just think about like how I felt and like just working and doing that shit, like, yeah, that shit was lit. But see, back then, the illegal immigrant situation wasn't bad like it is now. So that's why I was kind of like, well, some bullshit going on with that. And whatever that turned out to be, and people to find out over a year, that's a whole nother conversation. But today, with the illegal immigrant problem, I don't know if I could be like, yeah, I can stay in here, or, you know what I'm saying? I'm a re-enlist, or if I got a little bit of time left, I'm gonna get out. I don't know if I could do that right now. It seemed like they more focus on stuff over there than they focus on how we got issues here. So that'd be some shit like today. I wouldn't probably necessarily say I would be feeling that same good feeling, but as far as like outside the political aspect of it, hell yeah. If we fighting and doing what the fuck we supposed to be fighting with shit the most problems, yeah, hell yeah, I'll be in that shit, nigga. That shit was like, it was a really good job, my nigga. It ain't none of that negative shit people be talking about. when you get to the big picture of it though, like people be saying, and with the wars and shit, yeah, that's when it get bad. But when you talk about working with people, it's some horrible hard work. But like the people you connect with, it's not like people you work at your job with. It be like them people, you be living with them people in the woods for like months and weeks at a time and shit. So it be like, it feel different when you come to work. It's like you come to work with your, maybe not your brothers and sisters, but your cousins. It's like the people you work with be your cousins. It be some people you don't fuck with and you don't fuck with them. And then they got different little ranks and shit. They put you in a different row. They don't put you in that same squad. They normally try to put you where you supposed to be and shit with people you cool with. Like, my nigga, that shit was the shit for real. And it's gonna benefit because it's gonna come a day when people can't ignore what they supposed to be focused and fighting the war about and shit. Shit gonna be so bad to where it's gonna be inevitable to where you gonna be dealing with whatever the fuck you got going on. And shit gonna come. You can try to ignore that shit if you want to. That shit gonna come, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna get real bad so you can't ignore it no more one day. And that's gonna be when the best time to be in the military is, because you're gonna have like such much like camaraderie around people. Like the people like outside of the political aspect, like the perspective of it, to where you probably wouldn't even know unless you've been in the military. Like what I'm talking about, like nah, man, if you gotta work every day and you gotta work hard for your money, the military good because the people that you gonna work with, the way it's set up, it's hard work. It take a lot of time, but you gonna be able to connect with people and have so much like a brotherhood and a sisterhood is different than most jobs that I ever really had, for real. It would take you maybe working at another job with somebody and they ain't leaving and you ain't went to it'll take you working around some other people at a job maybe 10, 15 years to get on that level. Right here in the military, it'd probably be like maybe a month or two. Cause if you was in a unit like I was in, like recon, nigga, we be in the wood. There was some other chemical units, they didn't go to the field like we did. They were right there, you know what I'm saying, right there with us. Like we go do exercise and shit. And like they in the same unit we is, but at the higher level. But when you get to the like the company level and shit, it's a different company. But when you go exercise and go training, when it's time to go to war, like y'all all be together though, right? But then when it's time to go to the field, y'all recon y'all ass out there. Special forces coming out there, they need to train with y'all. Motherfucking air assault for go out there with the helicopter, they gonna train with y'all and do some shit. These soldiers gotta get ready to go to war over there. So this is the for poker base, they help you prepare before you go to war type shit. So like that's another reason why we was always in the field, because we had to help do some shit some other units couldn't do. You know what I'm saying? So we was in the field just helping other units train sometimes. We was like crazy. That shit was crazy. Cause they'll tell you before you go out there, yeah, we finna go out there and help them train. They finna deploy and shit, and we gonna help them make sure they ready. And I'll be like, man, we just came from out there to make sure we was ready doing our training. And shit, that was just the recon unit shit. But when I went to war, they took me out of recon. I went with 7th Chem. I was with a biotech unit when I went to war. But they was already over there. So that's why I went to 7th Chem. And then when I came back, I was still with 7th Chem. And then I went to go work in the chaplain office and shit, working in the gym and shit. But, man, yeah, it was some good memories, man, doing that shit. And I learned it like that when I was in military school, because I wasn't in the Air Force, but nothing but, like, 2 or 3 months before they put me out for blowing that doty. You know, the Air Force put me out. Like, it was 2 or 3 months I was in the Air Force. But then before that, I was on that Marine base in military school on Galveston Island. That's the first time I learned, like, damn, this military type shit gonna give you, like, family, like, work shit. You be living with them motherfucking them barracks and shit, sleeping in the woods and shit. It ain't no get up and go to work 9 to 5 and go home to your own apartment or your own family. Nah, it ain't none of that. Your unit for to be your family. Them for to be your people you come home to. And you ain't coming home. Y'all home gonna be in the woods. Like, yeah, that shit was crazy. But I learned that shit first in military school. And one of my first jobs, when I finally stopped dealing and working with the military on a base, out the BP oil spill that happened in South Louisiana, and I went out there for maybe a day or two. That air was so thick and messed up, I came right back, but I was out there doing that, and that was gonna require me doing like that military, like living out there. You dealing with some chemicals and shit. It's some serious shit. You can't come home to your family. You for be out here maybe 2-3 years dealing with this, and maybe having vacation maybe 2 or 3 weeks. It was gonna be like that military shit. That was my first job when I got out. The other job I had dealing with like some chemicals and biological shit, all working at LSU Hospital on Poydras, downtown New Orleans. Oh no, that what was that, Uptown New Orleans. I was working at the LSU laboratory and dealing with the monkeys and like little pigs, and they had like some big animals in that bitch. A lot of times people work in different laboratories, they really don't see the monkeys and the, you know, them damn animals. They be dealing with the damn little mice and shit a lot, cause they had a bunch of that shit in there too. But nah, they had some shit going on in there, cause they were teaching. Like, a lot of people had on mice and shit, they just working on certain shit, and they can figure it out with that. So they got an elaborate lab set up with mice. But LSU gonna teach you how to work with the monkeys and like all different kind of labs. So they had everything in the laboratory. They were teaching them kids how to work on them different animals in the lab and shit. Yeah, all that kind of shit in there. That was the other little job I had when I get out, dealing like with some of that type of shit in the military. So that one kind of like a regular job, but really for the most part, it ain't like that. Once you get into that type of field of work, it ain't nothing like no damn, if you really successful at it, and you are, you know what I'm saying, you are hitting like high points of success with different areas of working in that field, yeah, you're not gonna really be like most of that shit is not really working no 9 to 5 shit. It's gonna be like a lot of just natural disaster response type shit, you know what I'm talking about. But that was one reason why I really did. I was thinking of be like trying to get my CDL when I got out, but I was like, man, when I got out of prison, I was already thinking before going to prison. Like when I got out the military, I was like, man, I want a normal job, cause so much bad stuff can happen to your family when you work like that. You know what I'm saying? You're not there every day, especially when you as young as I was. And my ex, how the age they was, because it's like when you young, you definitely like, you know what I'm saying, the level of maturity causes for a certain type of behavior pattern sometimes, to where some people might want to judge you, but sometimes it's just a phase of life when you're less mature, you got different type of behavior patterns and stuff. But nah, man, when I got out of prison, I was like, I'm probably gonna get the CDL shit, whatever type shit, fuck it, I'm a felon. And I just started hustling again because I didn't know my ex was gonna divorce me and shit. So when she done that, I was like, it put me back in like hustle mode, like savage, just trying to work. Cause I want to come home to my house, my vehicles, my baby, my wife, my house, like the land and shit. We was by a canal, by some alligators and shit. It was like, so I was just like, work. I can't try to do all that shit. That shit gonna take time and all that shit. And then my license was suspended too when I got out of prison. It was like, nah, I just gotta start working. So I went back to like thinking like that. And I started saying like I didn't know I had it in me. People be like, that's one thing people say, like, you so Brazilian how you bounce back, you be doing some shit on some real shit. I didn't know I could, like, cause I didn't know she was gonna divorce me and shit. Especially fresh out of prison. You gotta understand, I'm from Purpose Sage, my nigga. So it be some shit going on sometimes in my life, my nigga. Some things going on in my life. And my nigga, I don't be understanding, my nigga. Like, huh? What? And like, I want to be mad, but it's like, huh? Now hold on, what? Nah, you know what I'm saying? But I just started working, and then I was like, man, I can hustle. I got back in that mode like I was when I was, you know what I'm saying, back on the stage back in the day when I was out there trying to get it, and I was out there, but then I was working as a lifeguard too, though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? My niggas, we wasn't no robbing and stealing niggas. We was really some hustling. That back in the day when you could hustle and really get it. And nigga be talking about like, it wasn't no thing talking about like nigga talking about how hot it is type shit. Nigga let you know it's hot, nigga fall back. Back then nigga be on that dope, nigga be on that water. Back then wasn't no pills, nigga be on that water, them sticks. And nigga be out there tripping. Shining hard to the bitch tripping, them folks come get them, but nigga used to know when to fall back, everybody know. You know what I'm saying? But then, back then you could run it up, you know what I'm saying? And nigga, the only thing folks used to say about it was like, okay, it's hot. Okay, let's get off the block. The only thing people were talking about is like, shit, the only conversation part of the game was like, well, you ain't running it up, you ain't getting it, you need to just hustle more. You know, that was the only thing people were talking about back then. You know, well, it's hot, get off the block. That was it. If nigga wasn't doing that, then nigga getting caught up. But the nigga was on that sherm, nigga was on that water. I'm saying though, I got back in that mode, my nigga. Like, I was out there, you know what I'm saying, bullshitting and working as a lifeguard, trying to figure out, like, I don't know what life could take me, but school ain't working. So then, I got out of prison, I was down bad, and she divorced me and shit, my nigga. I just went back to that mode. And then I came out of prison, so that, you know, that shit don't help you for real. It just teach you how to, like, it really teach you how to thug, like, how to thug more, you know what I'm saying, sophisticated. Like, you learn how to, you know what I'm saying, really, if you really from somewhere like that, you ain't gonna go there and pick up on no shit that's gonna really be like, you know what I'm saying, most of that shit gonna be like, you gonna pick up on the patterns and shit. When you come from certain, you know what I'm saying, walks of life, you go get locked up. You can't help to have some things naturally enhanced to your gangster, my nigga. And you can learn and read books like I do all you want to, but when you get locked up, if you really came up like that, you can't help but to be paying attention and picking up on shit and even getting more sharp in those areas too. You know what I'm saying? That's just how that go. Cause you be applicable to the shit. You are statistically high percentile, you know, range of going in that area because of how the fuck you was living anyway. Type shit. I'm saying though, my nigga, so I was in grind mode when I got off lock, my nigga, and I wasn't think about nothing like but just trying to see how I'ma not be homeless. Them folks wouldn't give me my benefits yet. You know what I'm saying? Then when they did, they didn't even really give me everything I was supposed to be getting, my nigga. So it was like, I was just trying to so I like people be saying, like, my nigga, I didn't know what was gonna happen. I didn't know if I was gonna cause I got caught with a gun case, felon in possession of firearm. That's the first felony I caught since I've been out on probation these last 10 years. And just as soon as I thought I had it, I thought I would go, yeah, for real, because the motherfucker was playing with me type shit. And I was like, man. So my mindset wasn't even like, I was just hustling. I was back in that mode like I came up in just trying to make it. Some fucked up shit happened I wasn't expecting with this shit. And I was just like, man. And really, if it wasn't for God keeping me, that shit could have went another way with this shit. Because I didn't go get that shit for nothing. Knowing how these people be watching me and fucking with me, that's what I'm trying to tell you. And then, my nigga, so like, that's what I'm trying to say, like, that's what I'm trying to say, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I didn't know that I could make it through that shit either. And then I'm really starting to get, cause this is my last year in probation, so I'm trying to say, like, damn, I gotta really do right, my nigga. I already been wildin', my nigga. Fucking wild Indian, my nigga. I was like, my nigga, 10 years probation. This the last little, I only got like less than a year. So then I was like, damn, look at all this shit I've been doing. Yeah, my nigga. It surprised me, my nigga. I didn't realize, like y'all say, y'all be knowing everything. People like, damn, you didn't realize you been doing all that shit. You don't even, they be like, people so surprised how much you changed. And then people be like, you don't even realize how much you changed. I was like, you damn right I didn't. Because I was trying to just do this probation shit right. And get out these laws way, my nigga. Get these laws out of my life, my nigga. And go on back to minding my motherfucking gangster for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even realize all this shit I've been doing, my nigga, for real. I ain't been trying. I just been being me. And that's what another epiphany I've had. Like, my nigga, these people really had me programmed. I think I was really crazy and fucked up, and I'm a bad person. And then I'm as I work on this case, I'm realizing, like, damn, man, these people trying to sabotage me. Got all this shit going on with me, my nigga. This shit ain't even like. Look how much when I get away from them, I ain't gotta deal with them. Like, look what I'm doing and I'm starting to reflect on it because y'all, like I said, I get stuff from watching y'all videos. Y'all make me reflect on it. Y'all make me see some shit I need to do better. Y'all make me realize some shit I'm trifling and I'm just wilding about. I need to be better. I learned that shit from watching y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because to tell y'all the truth, my nigga, like, the way they be playing, if it wasn't for y'all, man, I've been like, man, something bad been to happen, my nigga. I've been to went crazy. If I wasn't having y'all to listen, I'd be so mad when I be going through some bullshit, because when I'm dealing with a fucked up person, I can still see the beauty in them. I can still see the beauty. That's what make me so mad. And that's the only thing be stopping me. None of this other stuff be stopping me. My nigga, y'all gotta see how I be living, my nigga. I don't care about none of that stuff they talking about. I know who I am. I know who my ancestors were. It be like, nah, I don't care. But like, what be keeping me cool is when people be fucking with me, I can still see the beauty in them. I can still see, like, man, and that be making me mad, because I be like, I really want to be something that ain't got nothing to do with, I can't see nothing like that. I can't help it. I can't help it. But like, I see how special people is, man. Everybody. And I understand, like, how people could be compromised and they done sold their soul and they got some fucked up. I can understand that shit with people, and that be making me mad, my nigga. Because I can't really get on that level with them. Like, people like, you just a good person, you're humble. It's like I'm really not. It's like I could just see the beauty. I see the positive in this ass. So I can see the positive aspect. I can read them. It's like, man, oh, man. I could see something happen to them. Like, I could tell some people that really be irking my nerve, I could tell, like, man, something bad that happened to them that made it like that. Why are you able to hate on that level? Something bad that happened to you. Because I got regular haters that be hating on the real. Like, but you like a hater that got it in your bone. Like, a hater, like, really in his soul. Like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, a hater for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I can still say, like, damn, that's something that happened to you. I can almost tell what it is. And that be making me chill. And that be really what be going on. It ain't none of that humble and all that good ass shit, nigga. I can see people for real, my nigga. Like y'all said, I can see shit. I can see people. I can really straight through them. Be like, my nigga, you just had some fucked up shit happen to you. You know what I'm saying? And you been living a lifestyle and shit because you came up a certain type of way. You was affiliated with certain type of people type shit. I can tell. And I can also tell if you went around that shit, you either was gonna still be fucked up, cause I could tell, and then if you was gonna be like, nah, if you was around some decent shit, you probably went that way. I can see all that shit. That be keeping me cool. You know what I'm saying? But I see how special everybody is, man, and that would make me go hard because it'd be like, shit, nigga, we the shit, like. I be looking at some rappers. They music be the littest shit. I be like, nigga, he the shit at that shit. I look at some other soldiers, some military people. They done shit. I be like, damn, they the shit at that kind of shit they did. Athletes, football, basketball, my favorite shit. I see some of them. Be like, shit, he lead the organization, the league and that shit. I be like, them motherfuckers are shit at that shit. There ain't no arguing about that. So I see everybody got their shit. So it be like, I be trying to turn up for my shit. Be like, man, they only talking about, well, it's a brother. He was reading books and shit. They had people with autographs and whatever they call it shit. They talking about reading books and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then, well, the black dude shit, his shit was like some regular shit. It's like, nah, my nigga. Like, man, when we had a book reader, he was a black dude. That nigga used to be thawed in the game, my nigga. And then the book reads be fire as hell. It was some pressure. And that motherfucker didn't even have shit that he really needed to. He needed to do was just putting that shit out heavy. You know what I'm saying? And then we got niggas that play sports. We got niggas that make music. And they putting it down. So, like, I'm just putting it down because it's like, I got to put it down for the people. It's like we all gotta put it down. Wherever you put it down, like you gotta put it down. Fuck you talking about? Gotta put it down for the, you know what I'm saying? And then niggas ain't never knew no nigga for purpose. That's why I say it so much, cause niggas ain't really know nobody like that. So I be letting motherfuckers know, nigga, from the sage, my nigga. Fuck you talking about? From the sage. And then nigga gonna say, well, how you putting it down though? You from the sage? Well, niggas ain't, what that mean? I was like, oh, okay. So next time nigga come through and say he from the same, nigga gonna be like, nigga, well, we for see, cause we know nigga from the same. The only nigga we know, he was thawed, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be like, nigga, I start putting it down. For real. Putting that shit down for real, my nigga. It ain't no damn rocket science to that shit. But it's for y'all. Like, cause they be trying to make it seem like, well, he think he all that or whatever. So it's like, well, he doing that shit so he think he better than us. He knows so much. It's like, nah, he putting that shit down for us. So then we look at him, he reading them books, he be like, well, yeah, that nigga, he read them books like don't nobody fuck with them books like he fuck with them books. Or he was in the military, he would throw with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit for y'all, my nigga, for real. But that say anything. Like, it don't make no sense. You put it down. Once you gonna go home in your house and hug yourself, be like, oh, I did so good. I feel so special. Ooh, I love myself. It's like, nah. You put that shit down, and you gonna see the people like, man, they fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? And that shit be lit like that. Like, you be like, yeah, that nigga be holding it down. Yeah, like that, my nigga. What that shit about, my nigga? I let these people tell you something else about me, my nigga. I wouldn't really care about being all famous and having a bunch of money and shit, my nigga. I never thought I was gonna have it anyway. So then, look, my nigga, I just be trying to hold it down for real. You know what I'm saying? Why a nigga stress the sage? Because, like, nigga went to playing with me. And then I had to let them know, like, nigga, well, it might not be no other type of hood that be all Hollywood and flashy and shit, my nigga. But, nigga, I'm gonna hold it down for myself, my nigga. I'm not for take no disrespect at no extreme level, my nigga. I can only take so much. But then when I hold it down, since motherfuckers be playing so much, by the way, I'm from Purple Sage, my nigga, like type shit. But it ain't nothing like I'm trying to make it seem like being from Purple Sage mean like you from like one of them well-known hoods and it's all gutter and grimy, or if that's good or bad or nothing like that. It's just like, hold on, motherfucker playing too much. I'm from the Sage, my nigga. Hold up, bro. I'm from the Sage. Hold on. That's all that shit mean. But people ain't gonna be understanding it. But like I say, man, people always gonna try to find something to hate on you about. And all you can do is hold it down. Put it down for your people. Making sure you applying as much pressure with it as you can, or that you comfortable to function on because of a certain situation going on with it, whatever you gotta do. And put it down. And it's gonna take a while if you do it to get comfortable with putting it down, because people gonna be, you know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna be used to you putting it down, or you not gonna be used to it, and listen how people gonna be hating and trying to play mind games with you about this shit. But you still gotta hold it down. You gotta hold it down, especially these days because of the politics that's going on in the world. Like, if you're not repping where you from, my nigga, you can say repping your hood and being ignorant and trifling if you want to, but like, if you're not representing where you from, because when I say Purple Sage, my nigga, I'm talking about I'm reading these books, bro. And just because we come from an urban type of community don't mean that every time I scream my hood, I'm talking about some negative shit. I'm talking about, nigga, I'm reading these books. I was in the military, I was patriotic, whatever. I went to prison, I tried to change my life and help my community, whatever. Like, it ain't, I'm screaming Purple Sage like somebody else might be repping their hood and they got some kind of other stuff going on. I'm talking about reading these books and, you know what I'm saying, trying to be positive in my community and shit. Like, when I scream my hood, nigga, it's like, yeah, we certified too though, but like, nah, this shit, look what I got going on for real. You know what I'm saying? Look what I'm talking about for real though. I'm talking about these books. I'm talking about some stuff going on with this forum and helping people. I got shit going on. We stopping wildfires and shit. Yeah, we work with the Austin Fire Department stopping wildfires and shit. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no negative type of stuff going on with it. When I say Purple Sage, it be some stuff like, yeah, this how we coming. And, you know, you gonna have to get used to how people like talk to you. Cause people try to like they don't watch my videos, but when they look at me, they give it all away. Everybody look at me with their googly face, like you for. They were like, they seen somebody on TV or in a movie or something, and they said something funny, and people be waiting. Well, they hope he might say it. Like people looking for me, like they want me to say a joke. I be seeing they look on their face, and I already been able to read people, but everybody giving that look, and everybody, I'm like, yeah. Y'all know, y'all be act like y'all know who I am and shit type shit, but I know y'all be watching my videos. Everybody be like starting to look at a nigga and shit. Getting used to that shit, but they ain't got none of that shit with me. You know what I'm saying? I be comfortable making some money. I be comfortable with people knowing me and shit. But the type of person I'm already am, I'm just gonna fall back more. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm already used to be like, I'm just gonna fall back more. If I get famous, more people start to know me. I'm just gonna probably make some more money with it, move further on out, and fall back even more. Way back on some other type of back street in the woods on a whole nother level type of shit. Fall back like that. Oh. I done drove out here before poking, driving right back. I used to have to do this shit all the time. And I didn't mind. I don't mind. Fuck you talking about? I don't mind. Nah, I didn't mind driving. I could drive. Shit. Fuck you talking about? Yes. Sit right there. I'll drive, okay? All I need you to do. I don't mind. Man, we at Lake Charles, bitch. Let's see, I can show y'all Lake Charles. This is my spot. Yeah, y'all can see that shit. This my shit right here. I be out here by myself in the Lincoln with the sunroof open, booming, banging that screw. Fuck you talking about? Banging that screw, my nigga. These boys riding swangers out here, yeah. Them boys riding threes out here, yeah. That Lav Tex, Lake Charles, all them boys out here swinging and banging. Candy Paint, Fifth Wheel, yeah, them boys out here swinging and banging, man. This my shit out here. I come out here Lake Charles by myself, I don't see nobody. I'm out there bitch tipping, nigga, banging screw tipping, bitch. Up and down the highway right this bitch right here, nigga. See that big ass bridge come up in a minute. That big ass casino. I think that's one of the bigger casinos I done seen right here. You be way up on that bridge, they got a casino on one side and another casino on the other side. And then they got like a casino boat. And it's like, both of them casinos big, but one of them look big like it's a whole mall. It look like a mall down there. On that water down there. I don't know. But I know the casinos still open. I say I don't know they so hell yeah, the casinos still open. Now it's a big ass highway out here to go in a circle. It go all across Lake Charles. It go on a big circle. And one day I thought I could ride it, right? It'd be like, I'm just gonna cruise that bitch. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Lake Charles big than a bitch. And I turned that bitch around, nigga. And I know I was close to the end, but they had told me that shit so long ago. I was like, fuck that. Let me go back. This shit be tricky out here, all this water out here. How the streets work and shit. There go that big ass casino right there. That bitch look like a damn. Now, there's some casinos out there like a Biloxi that's big like that. But they shit got like square footage size too though. It look different. And then the other one over there somewhere. You can see it real good when you coming the other way. I see that casino right there. It's big. It don't look big on the phone, though. Unless you out here in Lake Charles. This was my little stomping ground on the weekend. I come out here, just cruising. I like to see all them lights and shit. Let that bitch chilling. Cause them other cities don't really light up like this. it just had a certain vibe, nigga. You just ride, chilling. And you don't really like being in the club, all them people jumping up and down at the same time. To the music, everybody in that bitch jumping up and down at the same time. And nobody don't get tired of that shit when they kids. I grew up on 6th Street though, so it's different. I know my people in New Orleans that came up and they been on Bourbon shit with it, you know, they know, like, nah, I just don't like the club. Did that shit when I was a kid. That shit got old. Little clubs on the outside of town be real nice though. There be some nice spots. You can find clubs. It be weird though, cause people come to town, they be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna go to 6th Street." I'll be like, "Hell no, bitch, I ain't going, bitch, I ain't going with you." Hell no, I ain't going. Ah, it'll be fun, I know. I done had too much fun. I'm tired of that fun. Yeah, I know, it will. You gonna have fun. They going down there anywhere, they gotta go. Yeah, the same thing when my people come. I was in New Orleans, they gotta go to Bourbon Street. I ain't going. When I first went out there, they be late night in the French Quarter. Tripping. Tripping, like, hell no, I ain't going up there. They be downtown around them buildings, popping shit. They don't give a fuck. Big ass buildings, you be downtown and shit, them niggas be. Shit, hell no. Yeah, I come out here riding, chilling, my nigga. It be my shit. Lake Charles. Then I get right up here and I turn back around. Cause I already drove like an hour from base. So I just hit like up and down the highway and shit, creep through the neighborhoods. Most of Lake Charles really like that though, that refinery shit. The neighborhoods really ain't got that much. I guess people come from the little small towns, cause when I used to try to ride through the neighborhoods, I was like, damn, they really ain't got a bunch of neighborhoods like that. So like, I guess most of it's kind of like working with the chemicals or oil or whatever they got going. But this was my little stomping ground right here, man. I wasn't out there trying to be in no gangster shit for real, like some people. They try to tell you, I think I'm all down this shit. Hell nah, if I had it my way, my nigga, I had my little paper, and then I'd be way out everybody way chilling on some other shit, just riding and chilling, listening to music, and a nice ride. I ain't got all them clothes and jewelry and shit. I just spend that shit on my ride, and then getting that bitch with some new Jordans on or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll be straight. And my little baby girl, she be bopped up, hair done and everything, did like that. You know what I'm talking about? And then I just be cool with some white tee and some new Jordans, some blue jeans, my nigga. Some blue jeans. Fuck you talking about? I'm chilling. With a badass whip. On some rims with a system. With a sunroof. A convertible. Yeah. Cause I won't need no money for no club. I ain't going. I'm scared to go to the parking lot. Man, yeah, that Lake Charles though, my nigga. I ain't never had no problem with nobody out here. New Orleans, the same shit. And I be at the spots all the niggas be at. And I always try to see where the herb at. Fuck you talking about? So it wasn't like I had to talk to people. I had to go some shady ass places, have some damn fucked up situations and shit. It's just I don't be fucking with people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all through Lake Charles, man, I was always, you know what I'm saying, chilling with the niggas, with people yet and shit. Leesville right there off base. I was over there with the niggas in the hood and shit. They little club and shit. Every weekend I was over there. If I had enough gas money. It's fucked up when you got a nice ride. You ain't got no gas. That bitch just sitting there. Maybe it got a system too. You won't hear the system bump. You can't afford to cut on because you gotta cut that bitch on. You got that knock. You got some knock, you gotta have that bitch running. You can't just cut the damn key over and have that bitch banging too long because that bitch will, the battery will die. With the extra battery for your system, all that shit, yeah, that battery still will, yeah, if you really out there knocking for a long time too, yeah, if you really beating, man, that bitch, you gotta have that bitch running. Fuck all that shit, you got an extra battery shit next to the damn amp and the speakers. Nah, they just give you a little bit more time. They give you about an hour longer maybe versus the normal 20-30 minutes if you got some serious knock. You know what I'm saying? If you got some pressure. If you got some 15s, because really some 12s will run you out your battery real fast, depending on how many 12s you got. If you got 2 12s, you could probably knock for a good 45 minutes without the extra battery. If you got the battery, you could probably knock for 2 hours. You really be knocking hard, and your battery, you be out there long as you know you can play that shit. You got 2 12s, and they really knocking too. When you start to fuck with 4 12s, you might as well have 2 15s or 2 18s. Because you probably got some pressure. You got 4 12s, that bitch gonna bleed the battery. You ain't got no battery, 4 12s might run you out of the before 2 15s or 2 18s, really. 4 12s might run you out the fast. You might run out of your battery faster for real. You know what I'm saying? But you got a battery on and you probably get a good 4 12s be humping, nigga. Yeah, 4 12s hump, nigga. You probably get a good hour with a battery just for your system and the battery on the car. But see, when I had my 2 15s, I just sit there and let it thump. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't have it knocking that hard. My shit clean. You know what I'm saying? I'm on some dub. I turn that bitch up a little bit and let it thump a little bit. Yeah, just make the block shake, to make it shake a little bit. I won't really, that bass hit different when you got some 15s, some 18s, so you ain't really, sometimes you can just have that bitch humming. And that bitch it be throw when them 15s humming, 18s humming, you know what I'm saying? They really throw, so you ain't gotta really have it knocking. Like you got some 12s, you gonna have to cut that beat up on that bitch for real. It's gonna be knocking anyway, just cause how them 12s act, you know how them all act. So it's gonna be knocking anyway, so you might as well just let that bitch go ahead and just a little bit, go ahead and let it hit a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I sit out there at that little juke joint in Leesville. I said, that bitch knocking, nigga. Had that car running. I wasn't fucking with that extra battery shit, but just in case. You know what I'm saying? Like with a female, sometimes I'll be talking to a female or something. You know what I'm saying? I cut it off and let that bitch just kind of just shake a little bit. Sitting there chopping up, don't want the car running and shit. You know what I'm saying? That back in the day though, my nigga. Nigga get back like that, my nigga. Nigga get back like that. One day I get a job, run some money, or do some shit. I get back to fucking with the cars and the whips like that. See, I had that little Mustang. That's why I knew not to listen to nobody hate. When I got that Mustang, like, people like, oh, he think he all that. I'm like, my nigga, this ain't shit. I was getting this car to my son. He don't want to learn how to drive no stick shift, but dude, for my boy, he was in high school. He was a junior. And really for my kid, but I want to try to tell everybody my business, but he didn't really want to fuck with it. They went to the state championship playing football and shit, so he had shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Working a little job and shit. So like, but people be like, they swear up and down. Oh, he think, look, he this and that. Like, hell nah, that shit wasn't even me for real. Like, there ain't no shit if I decide to apply some pressure that I can say this is what I'm doing. Like, that was some shit, like, some whole other situation going on with that shit. You know? like I don't think I got my shit together right now. People might see that, but I might be doing good. I might have turned my life around a lot, like people might say. But like I'm still not doing nothing that I would like. That what people don't know. Like people might think I'm doing so good. It's like, nah, I don't think I'm doing good right now. So if I get more successful, I make more money, then I guess that does mean that I thought I could be rich, to be making money and doing better than what I'm doing. But I don't think that's rich. I've been around rich people. Rich black people. The richest people I knew, they were some black people. The biggest house I've been in, and I went in that house more than once or twice, was some black people house. That's the biggest house. And I've been in a lot of other people's houses all over the world. And I wouldn't be doing nothing on that level if I started doing good. Like by my opinion, I wouldn't be on that level. But people don't know that's why I grew up around. Like that's how I came up around some stuff like that. And a lot of people never been around people like that, especially not being black people. So that's why for me it don't seem like it's nothing. And people be like, well, you doing so good, and some people, you think you got it all, you think you better than other people. It's like, nah, I just grew up around people that had it, and then they were black too. So it's like, well, if I start to do good, then my whole opinion that is different than a lot of people, because I came up different. But even though you think I'm doing really good and I got it all, like I don't think that. I think I'm just doing good, because I seen some people with way more than that. And they were black. So I don't think good because you black that you can't do good or you're not supposed to have it. So people be like, oh, you think you better than other people. You think you just like, nah. Nah, not at all. Like I seen people that work all day. I came up around people that worked all day, that had land and worked with cattle. And they had a bunch of they were very wealthy with that. Not rich, like wealthy, like nigga different. White people type shit. And that's why I don't look at the little farming shit like I got some little shit like that. They ain't nothing to me. I mean, it's a blessing from God, but I'm talking about am I doing good? Like, no. I know somebody doing way better than this. I'm trying to tell you, way better than that. And that's just how I came up. But people be misunderstanding because they be thinking just because such and such, then I'm like this, I'm like that. And that ain't what's going on. And then if y'all know how much y'all motivate me, and I see how good y'all doing, and it make me say I need to do better. These people get to come on to their wife and their kids every day. These people work normal jobs every day. They got more financial stability than I have. And y'all motivate me to, you know what I'm saying, really to do good for myself. Whatever I think that means for me. But this ain't it. I'm probably functioning 50% of what I think I could be doing if I had a job. And then that add to the other 50% of what I got going. And I be doing this shit just on my free time. I'm only at 50% capacity right now. The way I see it. And I can say, well, a lot of people say, well, you didn't change from what you used to be. It's like, yeah, but people was and they still be doing too much. But like, now I had some people really trying to hold me back. For real, like real bad. They were holding me back real bad. Like, if y'all think this stuff I'm going, that's why I be going through this stuff, and y'all be like, it's amazing how you don't let them get under your skin. It's like, they was doing more before I got on social media. Before I went to prison and got out. Like, nah, they were like, I'm used to them doing way more hateful shit and coming from weird places that you be like, what? Especially when you young, in your early 30s and late 20s, people be playing and doing that narcissistic shit, that wicked, people be in that shit, you be like, huh? Like, you seen a movie about that shit, you done heard about some shit like that before, but you ain't never really thought that shit in the movie be going on in such a, like, you be like, that's crazy. So like, for me, I think me to start being able to do good, my nigga, I gotta get off probation. I can't have them people taking up my time in my business, just my attention going towards that. Cause the day before I go, I'll be sitting back and just be like, man, let me just sit back. And then the day after it, I just be like, you know, it'll be way more stressful if I had a job right now doing that shit. And then telling my boss every time I gotta go once a month. And then getting up and going to work, and then leaving early from work to go over there and coming back to work. And then the day before work, I'm stressing about it, thinking about it, making sure I don't forget about it, and getting up and going to work, and some shit going on with work, and I gotta make sure that shit going on that day. And then the day after that shit, I'm still thinking about what they were talking about up there, and I still gotta go to work and deal with all that shit they talking. Like, nah, I can't do all that. You know what I'm saying? So for me, getting off of probation is going to allow me to start to reach my potential by my expectations from what I'm doing. It might look good to other people. It might look like bullshit to some people. But even if I get my passport and move to another country, I ain't gonna be like, I ain't gonna be tied up with this shit, like no probation shit. I'm gonna be working and hustling, doing some shit. Have a little job doing something. I don't see a lot of people really, a lot of times they get their passport, they be somewhere just living their life, like living a good life, for real, just blessed and highly favored. But if I was able to do that shit, my money probably be straight, but I'll probably be like, I want to work a little job part-time too, though. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But I wouldn't want to live in them cities. They be in them cities where all the clubs and all the shit be. I kind of be like, want to be in a little suburb or the city right next to it type shit. I like the low-key type shit, for real. Low-key type shit. But y'all was telling y'all I was gonna do a crazy video before my birthday. They had extended the age to 42, and you know, I was like, shit, I'm 42. I said, maybe they try to tell me that I need to try to go. Maybe they try to tell me. They be always talk about in the college community about numbers and shit, and the synchronicity and shit. I say, maybe they try to tell me daddy came and come back into the army. And I was like, shit, I don't know. I was like, shit, it was just too much of a coincidence of just the love. It just seemed like it was love. And it was like, well, shit, now, my nigga, y'all the army, my nigga. Y'all ain't gonna never seem like y'all trying to reach out for me. And I ain't gonna be like, nah, I fuck with y'all for real. I don't let nobody play with y'all name, nigga. It'll go down around that bitch. Fuck around play with me and my army shit. And what them sergeants say, hey, Pride, why you looking all sloppy? You got your uniform all jacked up in my army? They say, it's my army. Yeah, it's my army. Why you. Yeah. Hell nah, them people weren't gonna try to do this shit. And I wasn't gonna be like, hell, I fuck with y'all for real. Bitch, I don't be letting nobody play with this shit. And that shit, no. Don't complain with that nigga about that shit. That nigga ain't gonna go. He probably got that shit on and had his t-shirt at the time. And he gonna think you set tripping on some shit. And you got a spiritual religious belief or something about politics you feel. But that nigga gonna take it as, you know what I'm saying? You on purpose age with some more shit. Don't think of how the shit be really round now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was too much of a coincidence, my nigga. I was like, man, let me go let these people know, like, shit, nigga, what? I fuck with y'all for real. I don't know what they talking about. That's the gang, for real. That's them people for real. And them other people come play with me, and them people, you come around this shit right there, you gonna understand, like, there ain't gonna be no confusion about no shit going on with some shit. You gonna know who them people is and who ain't. Everybody else talk about some shit. It just, when I came around that bitch, the air different. And every time you look at the car, somebody got a motorcycle, a nice car, you just looking out. I was just looking at like, it's my old little shit. Everybody in town. It's like, yeah, these the people that does the business. That's the business people. Yeah, that's them. In the air, you can just see it. You go to the gas station, you go to the store, and it be different than I'm back in town at home. Everybody like, shit, we gang. Everybody on this bitch gang for real, ain't it? Everybody gang for real, ain't you? Yeah, everybody on this bitch gang. What you talking about? Everybody. I like this shit, nigga. Yeah, I like this shit. This shit be different. I miss that little small ass little town. People be like, you done outgrew your town, that little city town. It's like, nah. Yeah, maybe. But I'm only gonna go to a smaller little country town. Maybe on a bunch of land or something. But I'm like, the small town life is where I thrive. I thrive where ain't nowhere. I ain't got nowhere to go. Got nobody to bother. And ain't no too many people could come bother me. And it be just some country outdoor shit. And it's easy to chill. It's easy to chill. I like the little country town little shit. And then you always between some big cities. So when you're in a big city, you always kind of far away from another big city. There's always some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But see, when you're in a small town, there's always like a big city that way, a big city that way, and you go that way, the other big city over there. It's not that big though, but it's a nice sized city. And that's the thing about small town, you can always just ride towards the city, and you be in different big cities, so you really don't be feeling like, you know what I'm saying, claustrophobic type shit. You just cruise to different cities. You go to a different one. Because sometimes I used to go up to Alexandria, but I wasn't really, like, I wasn't doing it like down in Lake Charles. Like, Lake Charles niggas got used to seeing me come through their hoods and shit. And they knew I wasn't doing shit. I wasn't on shit for real. Really, I wasn't even blowing herb then. I wasn't even blowing herb. I'll come through that bitch drinking an MD 2020. I done got from the little hood corner store. Or shit small liquor, that bull, nigga, that drinking that bull. Yo, or that E&J, nigga, that Irk and Jerk, nigga. I was Irk and Jerking back then. Paul Masson on some, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't mature enough to be on them Hennessy days. My money wasn't right either. I was Irk and Jerking on them boys, Paul Masson and on them boys back then, for real. Bitch, I Paul Masson with them boys on some damn fruit punch, high C. Without y'all ain't see high C no more. But that little Hawaiian man. Nah, that wasn't a high C, that's Hawaiian punch, nigga. I motherfucking Irk and Jerk the Hawaiian punch on the head. Hey, y'all put that brown on that damn, that punch juice, nigga. If I done had an MD 2020, that bitch gonna be blue. I get all color MD 2020. Most time I get that blue and that yellow one. That green one. Hey, y'all. Chilling. Irk and Jerking the Hawaiian punch chili. Sipping on the Hawaiian punch with the Irk and Jerk, nigga. And then wasn't fucking with nobody at all. Right around cleaned in a bitch. Just ride, nigga. Got nowhere to go. Just ride, nigga. And rolling, nigga. What you talking about? That before all that gang stalking and people just really trying to ride your bumper acting weird. That before all that shit. People had shit to do. People had real jobs back then. That back when everybody had real jobs. Before the legal immigrant came. But anyway, man, I'ma fuck with y'all, man. Again, thanks. Before time, everybody gonna send me happy birthday wishes. Thank you. Sometimes if I don't send a happy birthday wish to y'all, shit, I might not see y'all a lot. And there'll be a lot of people because people watch my video. So I try to make sure everybody I see, sometimes I see they watch my video. I try to tell them what's up if I'm familiar with them. But thank y'all for y'all birthday wishes ahead of time. A nigga supposed to turn 43 in the morning. 43, man. Nigga old, dog. I gotta grow up. I gotta quit acting like a kid playing video games all day. And I gotta really grow up. I'm trying to grow up. And I'm grateful for my youth, but I realize it makes people uncomfortable. They think I'm crazy, and I'm not crazy. I'm just like a big ass kid, and I like to play. And nah, I'm not crazy. I like to act crazy because I like to make people laugh. Right? That's just why I like to make people laugh. But yeah, I'm 43, man. I gotta grow up. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to just. I guess the more I improve to be doing good and be left the fuck alone to do it, the more I start to take it serious and just grow the fuck on up. But right now, I can't be like, I can't come at it like that right now because it's like, it's too much just blatant disrespect for me to take it serious. And if I do just try to act mature and serious, it's gonna be some problems. So I'd rather just take my natural progress to where I am and what God is blessing me with and just enjoy my youth while I can. And then when I do like get acting old and mature and just like a grown up, just let that naturally take its place too. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, happy birthday to me. Thank y'all. I fuck with y'all. And y'all can tap in next week for these videos. I'm gonna have some I'm gonna start blending in some different shit. So y'all check in. I'm gonna start mixing it up again with different weird shit from around the world. I fuck with y'all.